What is up, people of the planet? Osiris here with Osiris Gaming, doing our 11th episode of Path of Exile playthrough on the Frostblade Raider. We are in the mines right now, kind of going and doing a little bit of backtracking here because we lost our waypoint from the last episode. I was dead tired doing that recording last time because I had gotten back from a retreat with a bunch of people in Sun River, Oregon. Beautiful place to visit. If you've never been there, go ahead and check that place out. Sun River is amazing. But yeah, I was beat, so I honestly don't even know what I was doing on that recording, so apologize if I totally just wasted some time. But we're gonna go ahead and remake our way through this mine so that we can find the rapture device. I still don't really know this act all that well, so we are learning it a little bit as we go. But that makes it all the more exciting, doesn't it? I do really like this area. A lot of really creepy things. I feel like they really upped the graphics during this part of the game, and I'm assuming it only gets better into Act 5 through 10. We got ourselves a little rare here. That might actually be an improvement. I've been trying to improve my gear since I've been kind of neglecting it lately, and things are starting to do noticeable damage. We are currently sitting at 951 DPS, which I think is still pretty decent for where we are in the game, especially neglecting the gear so much. Specifically, weapons haven't been improved in quite some time. This guy's giving me some troubles. Chromatic orb right there, awesome. Let's take a look at these things. Looks like we got some of the little units that we're killing. They're frozen inside this mine, which is kind of crazy. It makes you wonder what the heck happened down here, right? I'm sure if I actually paid attention to some of the lore, they'd answer those questions for me. Got two rare spawns over here. He drops nothing. I'm loving this fire that they used in this one. It's kind of like weird that they chose bright yellow instead of a orange or red, but it looks really cool. Now we got pretty much just two main mobs in here, and they're all like these little hollow guys that look like wind just runs through them, and when they get cut in half they look like some kind of weird cell or cheese or who even knows what. But they die pretty quickly, and then we've got these flying bats as well. Chromo piece. Can't forget the chromo pieces, guys. Haven't been using them yet, but trust me, we will be. So this one is mostly just a corridor. If you follow it, there might be a couple of dead ends. It kind of reminds me of like the docks in a sense. It looks like I see a master up ahead and a shrine down here. We're going to grab that shrine first, help us out here. Just a restoration shrine, which is always good. Pretty much making me immune at this point, unless I got super overburdened with a bunch of these guys. Let's find out what this chick wants up here. It's her, the dead girl. Let's see, she's pointing backwards, so let's go ahead and find out what she's pointing at. It can't be too far away if she's pointing this way. Otherwise, it's going to be all the way around. But I see on my mini-map up there that this is right where they are. Interesting mob choice, kind of fits in with the hollow guys, right? Should only need two of them. That was a quick one. Bring them back to her since she does not port to you on this style of retrieval. Boom, look at that. Chromo piece right there. That's always a good thing to have. Mission complete. Level 3.5. Only a few more levels away from getting ourselves that hideout, which is definitely something we want. And we're getting all kinds of things in this place. We're going to have to make a lot of stops back in town probably to sell things, but that is okay. I always get confused with these shards right here. They're so shiny. I always think that there's like a shield or something for me to pick up, but it's never there. Man, this is like our 6th rare already. This is crazy. Nothing weapon-wise that I can use, though. We're still sticking to those one-handed swords and claws, but I think I'm going to stick to swords only because I am specializing in my talent tree for them. And I do want to get dream feathers eventually, assuming I can either find one or get enough currency to purchase myself one. I don't really like putting any physical money into this game. I know that some people go online and they buy themselves currency, which is okay. I've done it in the past in the standard because it's really hard to get a leg up on standard and really getting into some of the end game maps. And so I dropped maybe like 20 bucks in chaos orbs, and it got me a lot of good gear, but it kind of takes some of the fun away from the game because you honestly have no reason to like continue playing after you have the best gear, right? And I mean, obviously I didn't have the best gear, but to getting to the point that you need to get the gear better than what I was currently using would have cost tons of money or way more time than I'll ever have to be able to play this game, unfortunately. Now I did level. Let's see where we are on this talent tree here. We're still working on this sword specialization here. Let's see what we're going to gain here. We're at 941. Let's pop this baby in here. 981. Nice. Another 40 points plus there. We're almost at 1,000 DPS for our initial melee hit. Pretty much single target damage, which isn't even close to the amount of total damage we're doing. Obviously these things are still dying pretty quickly, but like I said earlier, my defense right now is not the best. Oh, just got another little ad there. Oh, we broke. Wow, that one added cold damage level gave me so much damage right there. I just got like 100 points, pushing us over 1,000. I think we're going to be doing pretty good for this act. Let's see how many times I can get through, or how far I can get through without dying. I believe we've only died twice on this character total, which is pretty good for this far in the game. And there's a lot of these guys. I just saw one of my friends pop online. I wonder how well he's doing. 51. Oh my gosh, I am actually super surprised that he's that far. That means he has been playing this more than I have. Let's see. I saw a little edge right up here in that corner. Bet you that's where it's asking me to go right now. Either that or it's gonna actually be way down here. Oh, we got ourselves Hammer Storm right here. Actually, it probably is in that corner. Oh, wow. I should pay attention a little more when I'm fighting this guy. It's got some cool abilities on him. Little Diablo 2 reference here. This was one of my favorite abilities in Diablo 2, was the Hammer Paladin. I know they do have an altered ability that is just like those hammers, but it's not really strong enough to make a viable build in my opinion. Which sucks. I would totally remake a Hammer Paladin. Get the shield with the cool buff on it to make it a cross. Alright, we're going to dip down. I believe it's probably right down here. I almost just went all the way back up to find another dead end. That would have sucked. Might as well just discover this corner real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, lots and lots of these unique bosses right here. This is already the third one we found in here. It's just crazy amounts of loot that's going to drop. This is a cool little event here too. I really like how they improved the, one second here. I really like they improved the different types of boss fights. It's not so much just like, oh, here's a guy, go ahead and kill him. Oh, here's another guy, go ahead and kill him. It's actually some thought that needs to get done so that you don't die. Pop this in here. Let's just see. Let's go back to town real quick, drop off some of this stuff, see if we can use any of it, of course. Let's see what we got, guys. I hate when I accidentally use something on a chromo piece. Ooh, this could be good. Alright, so definitely not that. Nope. Yeah, definitely nope. No. Maybe. Requires too much intellect, though. We all know we got mad intellect issues right now. No movement speed on there, so forget that. Now, this claw's looking pretty good, but again, with the intellect issues, and we're not going to use that. So let's take a look at this sword real quick. 18 to 33 damage. Only 1 to 3 cold damage, which is just a complete joke. Honestly, yeah, it's not even beating either of these level 12 weapons. Oh no, it's the weapon range. My bad there. But seriously, these swords are super old. We're just going to sell it all. Take all the money, throw it in our stash real quick. And also get rid of these gems that are sitting in here, taking up room. We know we're not going to be using these. And what do we even have here? What is this? Charge dash. I'm actually still using charge dash. Where's that? Let's get that out of there. We're not going to be using that either. Alright, let's get back in our portal and continue through the mines here. We're already on mines level 2. And I believe that area we need to get to is probably going to be right down here. After you play this game, as long as I am, I just looked at my played hours not too long ago, and I am 10 hours away from 600 played hours on this game, which is just quite insane. I'm sure at least 100 of those hours is AFK time of accidentally leaving my computer on when I went to sleep. But still, it's quite an impressive amount of hours. Those little glass cannons are pretty easy to kill. But boy, can they do some damage when they build up. Now, you know what I wish they would have put in this game? There was a thing in Diablo 2 I really liked. There was a quest that we'd always purposely do, and we'd find like the best item or something to do, and it would make the item rare. I wonder if they put that in the game in the future acts. If you guys are watching this and you know that there's a quest kind of similar to that where you drop an item into like a little box and the guy makes it rare for you, put it in the comments below. Let me know when that's going to happen. I'm super curious. I'll start, looking out for an item to put into that pretty shortly if that does exist. Oh, I got another Harbinger over here. Not sure what these little orbs on the ground are doing. That's kind of scary. They're definitely exploding. Wow, that is awesome. This thing is huge. Why is it so big? Wow, this is a lot different than usual. Deathbow 4 socket, not going to be needing that. 2 stone ring, low percentage. 2 stone rings, I believe they vary, but they max out at like 14 or 15%. So it's really not worth picking up anything that's not in the top 2 percentiles. Because you're just going to end up replacing it. You don't want to waste an alchemy orb. I know that's probably what some of you are going to put in the comments. You're like, why don't you just use an alchemy orb on something? Well, I get that, but I want to know if there's a quest that's going to give me something even better than an alchemy orb. Probably not, is what I would have to guess. Alright, let's see here. We've got ourselves a shrine over here. Shock shrine, I believe. Let's pick that up before it kills me. Oh my gosh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Oh, that was almost a death right there, guys. Pick off some of these guys before we dive into that. The shock is just surreal. Once you get those charges on you, you definitely start taking a lot more damage. This is probably dead. End or not. Oh, looks like it's breaking into a whole new area. Now that they've changed the whole way that the shock works, I wonder if they made this shrine do more damage so that it applies a higher value of shock on the enemies, or if it's just doing like the lowest denominator possible. Oh, there's an increased flask right there. We're definitely going to try to use that. That's way bigger. Look at that. It's like literally almost double the size of it. Oh, that was cool. Saw you pop out of the rocks there. So it looks like those crazy crystals that I keep getting confused actually can turn into mobs if you're not careful. Like I said, they really increased some of the ways that mobs seem to appear in the game. Just ignore my cat in the background right there. She is mad that she's not sitting on my lap. Man, more and more rares. Oh, and these guys are coming back to life too. What is causing these guys to come back to life? Ah, it's you. Whoa. Ah, I missed it. Right, hold on one sec, guys. We're going to cut away for 2 seconds and be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Just had to open that door so she stopped whining. Looks like we didn't explore this tiny little area there. It does look like it's going to dead end, but I would hate to miss it. Oh, look, it didn't dead end. That would have been traumatic if I walked the whole other way just to find out what was over there. Because I bet this is where we need to go, because that looks intimidating up ahead. Oh, this is a blue group. Man, look, another boss. This is... Now I know exactly why my friend was saying there's a ton of bosses in Act 4. Oh, he's gonna explode. Oh, that was so close. It's still hurting me too. Dang, that thing exploded so fast without a movement ability. That was really, really, really hard to dodge, and obviously I did not dodge it. Was a dead end though. Let's check out over here then. Oh, I haven't seen a purple mob in a while. Mark of Cannibal, I'm assuming that means that they eat each other or get life off of hitting me or something like that. Sacred Mana Flask, that's a superior one at that. Nope, none. Ooh, actually, what are those slippers? Nope, Energy Shield. Should have known. Raiders don't wear slippers. Alright, I do see either an Ascendancy or nope, just a little notebook. Got a waypoint, that's always positive. We've got... Nope, how did you get in here? What the heck? You were in town. If you could have got all the way over here, why didn't you just help me out? Alright, well this is what we wanted. This is the Rapture device right here. So let's go ahead and let's do combs first. I know that there's 2 portals. I think this area will benefit me first. This is another really cool area of the game where pretty much everything around is in fire, like we're basically in hell right now. Are reusing some models, but they look a lot cooler in this area. Oh, I can actually hit them from way down here. That is so awesome. The range of Frostblades is perfect. Especially with those projectiles that get shot. Look at that. Did you see that? I just hit that thing from way down here. It's amazing. Alright, let's make this a little easier on ourselves and just get in the action. Got a bunch of 2-headed deer, dogs, or I don't even know what the heck those things are. Oh, snap. Lots more damage during this this act. I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for improvements. I definitely gotta watch out for these things in the ground. They always pop out a bunch of towers in a sense that can... They go down and they pop up wherever they want to pretty much, but... And then there's all these little hidden guys. It's just a lot of stuff to keep an eye out for in this area. Like, look at all these things. You barely even see them. They're hidden in these magical trees that somehow survive when it's like 1,000,000 degrees. Whoa. That was cool. Ooh. Obviously, I am mostly an evasion character, so I don't get hit very often. My evasion's not, whoa, that great right now, but man, when some of these things actually land a strong crit on me, it does like more than half of my current health right now. What the heck? Why is this guy extra life? Allies have energy shields. Man, he has a lot of health. Oh, a rare chromo piece. I wonder if that'll give me more than just a chromo when I sell it. Probably not. Let's just dump these things off real quick since I did accidentally open up that portal. Might as well use it and not abuse it. Let's identify these real quick to get our maximum sell values out of them. It did give me more than just a chromo. Fun fact. That's awesome. Good to know. That's kind of a bit of currency. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we're going to need to grab those portals back. Oh, interesting. One's for scraps. Makes more sense. Whoa, someone's got worms as a pet. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's get back in the action, guys. We're in Koam's Nightmare. Well, I guess it's a dream. They call it a dream. I definitely say it's a nightmare. Alright, let's see what this one does. We've got 1058. We're going to get Brutal Blades right now. 1154. That is awesome. That's quite a boost, as well as a little bit of block and some other good stuff. It's definitely going to help in all-around defense and offense. We're going to need as much help as we can get coming up here. It's going to get quite difficult, I think. Okay. Man, these little guys on the ground, they look like they're just part of the map, like a little doohickey thing that you can just ignore, but no, they're just like those little tribal guys that used to stand on top of each other's heads and do tons of damage to you with flamethrowers in, I think that was Diablo 3 that had those. Man, those things have so much health. Makes sense, I guess, that they are made out of rock. Volcanic rock at that. I mean, look at that down there. That's just a bunch of lava. And yet there's still plants here. That doesn't... Someone explain that to me. How can you have a big waterfall of lava like this right next to plants? I mean, I guess there's plants underwater that live by those steam vents, but they're underwater, and we're not underwater here. Oh, now he's offline. Good, because I need to catch up. Another one of these guys here. He died really quickly. That's good to see. Tons and tons of chests. More of these weirdo deers. If this stuff didn't do so much damage, I would start zooming in on some of these models because they look so great. Life regen shouldn't be a problem because it can't move. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, there's a lot to look out for in this act. Just a ton of explosion AoE damage where they really try to trick you into coming in close and then blowing you up. Little baby summoned out of him. Whoa, purple patch. Oh, this one's cool when they get bigger as they get fewer. Till there's only one standing. The final statue. Oh, and life regen. That's a good one to have. Look how much he's gaining. It's crazy. Get this life flask. Look at that. Another one. Got all our new life flasks except for one of our mana. Still old. That has evasion energy shield. You could probably ignore it, but we're going to check it out anyways. And nope, not better in the least. Oh, dang. Whoa. Extra damage quick and extra cold damage. That's a lot of extra damage, which explains why he was taking me down so quickly. Another one of them. Not rare this time. It's a lot easier to handle when they're not rare. You can resist all the fire you want, buddy. I'm not going to give you any of it because I'm close to 100% cold here. Ooh, new amulet style right here. Not going to be needing it though. There's that tail that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now see, I'm seeing a lot less chromo pieces. I am paying attention, and I'm not seeing... Oh, whoa. Holy crap. Look at all these statues here, guys. This is what I'm talking about. You can't even tell that they're here until after they've killed you. I bet you checkpoint's going to be our quickest, unfortunately. So let's just get right back to where we were. But yeah, you really got to watch out for the things that are just hiding on this map, because they can really take you down pretty quickly. Luckily, now that we've already done this once before, it's pretty cleared out here. We will try to explore a tiny bit more of this map as we come around here. Colossal, I think, is smaller. Yeah. Sounds bigger. Don't know why Colossal is smaller than Sacred. You tell me about that. Man, you can even see that there's like this kind of heat wavy thing going on with all this heat around us. So many dead animals. And then at the end of this, we're going to have to fight a real boss. It's like, not only is there a bunch of unique bosses here, there's a bunch of real bosses as well. Pick up everything we missed on the way back. But man, I really wish I could find myself a couple of new weapons. I know it would just like skyrocket my DPS if I found one really decent weapon, or two even half decent weapons. Alright, let's not make the same mistake we did last time here, guys. Take these guys out first. Take this thing out. Oh man, so much damage. What are those things? Alright, we're gonna try to curl around here. Oh my. Alright, let's see if we can find out what this is. Wow, they're just really, really giant statues. This is crazy. We're gonna have to be very careful here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a bunch of running back and forth. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of cutaways, and I don't want to do that. Oh, wow. Oh, this is insane. We're just gonna have to seriously like drag these guys out of here so that we can just get some damage. Oh, just keep on running. Do a shot, run, do a shot, run, do a shot. I think that's gonna be our only way to really get through this. Every single place I go, something is exploding. And there's a bunch of boss areas. There's a bunch of like blue guys here. This is, oh, there. Oh, that's why. These are not normal at all. Oh, they put a curse on the floor. They got this guy doing a ton of damage to me too. Wow, that was by far the hardest part of this act so far. It's probably the hardest part of the game so far, to be honest. Almost got a chromo piece there. Let's pick up everything we couldn't get before. Wow, that was just utterly insane. I can't believe they had so much clustered together, and so much of it was unique bosses, blue and yellow. I don't really know what the proper term is. I guess it would be magic rare and unique bosses, for going by the color of their title. That'd be cool too if they had these fireflies only in like areas where a secret was, so like if you paid attention, you could find yourself like a little corridor that has a nice golden chest at the edge or something. Gotta love that freezing. See, if I just did a little bit more damage here, I'd be able to freeze these guys real quick. Whoa, they just go down the hill like maybe they're goats. That'll be the only way to explain how they could run down that hill like that. Alright, I did see something big up there. I don't quite know what it was. I think it's just a story shrine. Everybody loves a good story. Except for me. In this game. This is a waste of time. Crawl through the dead animal and kill a different animal. You can even call any of these things animals, really. See, when I hit that, it sounds like a dog. I'm gonna stick with them being dogs. Definitely dogs. Ah, and so they burrow and they can shoot out underneath. That's cool. A lot of things underground or in the sky in this act. I think we're coming to the edge here soon. Yep, here's that bridge. And this is the stronghold. Alright. Got our waypoint here. What do we have in our inventory? Nothing really, so we're just going to keep on rolling. Actually, real quick, what is over here? Let's find out. What is this saying? Let me read this real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. That's just where the where I entered this whole dream world thing. Whoa. Well, these things are terrifying. Oh, that's like the worst dying sound ever. What is this? No, it's just a campfire. Interesting. Man, I don't remember so much of this act. Ah. Copper Crush. Again with the weirdo name generation. But man, look how much life these things have. This is just crazy. I know they resist elemental damage, so I'm not doing quite my full capacity at them, but I do have a bit of armor pen, or cold pen. So you'd think you'd be hitting them a little harder. Huh. Horror Screech, that's super fitting for the way they die. Whoa. Whoa. Not seeing, I did not see the warnings on those. I heard it, which is good. It's always good to play with your sound, guys, in any game, especially if you have horrible eyesight like me. That way you can really learn a lot about what's going to happen just by the sounds in games. Oh. Ooh, Chaos Orb. Only the second Chaos Orb we have found in this entire game. The other ones are all created through the shards from the Harbinger League. So that is awesome. They're still pretty rare. But yeah, lots and lots of totem play in this act, or at least this dream. A sapphire flask that could come in handy later. We'll pick one up because we don't have one yet. Never know when you're going to need a little bit of extra cold resistance. Especially because I have no clue what to even expect in the rest of the game after this act. And these guys look like they're just like lacrosse players or something. They have giant lacrosse hands. Like old school lacrosse, not new lacrosse. I'm talking like crazy kind. If you ever want to see some insane like game, it's look up old school lacrosse or something. It looks like racquetball mixed with like these weirdo, man, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is just intense. They throw the ball so fast. They have these like basket hands and they just chuck the ball at the wall and then you have to catch it, otherwise you lose. And it's like, how do you even see a ball moving that fast? What happened to all these things to turn out like this? It's all your fault, Duresso. I see some area over here, so there's got to be a way around it. So I'm guessing it's going to be down here, and we're going to have to climb up some staircase or something and get over there. Should start using like level 1 leap slam or something so I can traverse some of these areas without having to actually go find all of the staircases. If you're going to run away, I'm not going to chase you. Alright, here we are. Where's that? Oh. Yeah, I can't just keep running and collect giant mobs of people anymore because these things are doing lots more damage. Man, those things are super avoidant. So we don't kill them immediately, they just run away. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, nothing. That's really weird. Is it all by itself? Other allies cannot die. Well, there are no other allies around here. Nope. Almost a chromo piece. Man, it's like the 14th rare version of this mob. And every time they have rare, they seem to always have extra damage. It's a very common modifier I seem to be seeing on these guys. That couldn't have been placed even any better. I definitely needed some of that health back, as well as my pots. Level 39, guys. We're 1 away from 40, which is pretty good. I think we're still ahead of our level here. Yep, 2 by 1 level pretty much exactly, which definitely can tell that the game is catching up to me quite quickly. Man, stop running away. You make my life hard, Golem. Always poke your chests, guys. Always poke your chests. Never know what's inside. Did we find that last Chaos Orb in a chest? I'm going to have to watch back. Or you guys can do it for me in the comments below. Go ahead and tell me, did I find that last Chaos Orb in a chest or was that off of a unit? Because I'm telling you, I find most of my Chaos Orbs in chests. And it definitely can't be like, you know, oh, well, there's more chests than units, because that's super not true. Alright, let's get ourselves a little bit of a clearing here where we're nice and safe, and let's use this point that we got here saved up. Let's see where we're at. So we just finished off of this area here. I know we already got acrobatics. We could come up and dip down into here, but I don't know if that's gonna be the best thing. That is a lot of damage, evasion, and life. I mean, can't really go anywhere wrong with that, as well as we are going to be picking up this force of nature over here, which is so much elemental damage. So actually, let's do that. Let's start heading that way. I think that's going to be a good cluster to start investing in. Then we'll start doing the south end of the talent tree as we reach the upper 50s. Oh, oh. This is such a cool mob technique. You got this like one mob that teleports all around, and then all these other little ones that always shoot at the original mob. Oh, I definitely give it to Grinding Gear Games for coming up with a real big diversity of skills and abilities and mobs. It's not the easiest thing to do here, especially in a game that's quite so expansive. I mean, if you go back and look at WoW, they really just change the colors of most of their mobs and reuse them over and over and over. Not that this game doesn't reuse mobs, but they reuse them, I think, way less than WoW does. What do we got in here? These kind of buildings are fun to go in. Nothing there. Probably gonna have to just go northwest here. Yeah, northwest. Now you can kind of double damage these guys if you actually attack the tail and then have the fork go forward and hit the original as well. kind of a downfall that mob has if you have the right type of character like me. Oh man, can I just crit every time? That was awesome. Oh, I see. So the guys are bigger than the girls in there. Doesn't mean they're that much tougher though. I've been getting pretty lucky. I have not been getting lucky with these chests, but it's alright. Alright, here we go. Let's just pop a portal down. You never know what's going to happen during this fight. Pretty sure it's mostly just a tank and spank here, and avoiding those big things that start shooting out everywhere. This guy does do a couple of fun things like that. I think that we will be able to take him down as long as we keep circling around him when needed. Oh, we got ourselves some mana pot regens right here by killing all these units. Actually only increases my DPS because of the forking. Gives me more chances to hit him with multiple hits. Alright, halfway through this fight here. He's starting to do his jump. He is crushing quite a bit on the floor here. He's getting pissed that he's getting killed so easily. Luckily he only... never mind. He resists all types of damage except for physical. I'm out of health pots. This isn't good. Okay. We're gonna do checkpoint. It should be able to just be right here and finish him off. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I forgot about all the skulls. This is gonna be a timing thing here. Oh, no. What is this? Everyone. Alright, pop in here, pop in here. Whoa. Holy crap. Alright, we need to get ready for this. We're gonna pop down and drop a portal immediately. And get right back into the fight here. These skulls do crazy amounts of damage to you. You just gotta really sit through it and try to just beast him down here. He's almost dead. I'm not dead yet. He's almost dead. Oh. That was way harder than I was expecting. I totally forgot that 3/4 of the way through he summons all of those skulls to just chase you around. Alright, well that is one of those gateways there. Let's go ahead and sell out our inventory because that's always good habits to do. Let's see if we got anything worth our time. I don't believe we did. Things are starting to have full sockets here pretty frequently though, which is definitely good to see because it's going to be needed. That is... whoa! Interesting. Really high spell. Plus spell again, but that physical really makes this not work in the end for a spellcaster. Alright, sell this stuff. Let's dump it all away. We got our nice little Eye of Fury here now. Don't need that there. Go to our awesome tab. And drop all this up. Look at that, we're at 3 Chaos Orbs. How many shards do we have here? Where's the Chaos Shards? Chaos Shards, 11 of 20. We're only halfway through on that, but that's still pretty impressive having 3. Alright, well I think this is a good place to stop this episode. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the comment, go ahead and hit that like button below, slide over, and subscribe for more. We're going to be making plenty more episodes. We're about to break into our brand new content, so keep sticking around, alright? This is Osiris with Osiris Gaming. Check in next time.